Good evening, afternoon, morning, just past one lump of coal, YouTube. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for tuning into my video, and goodbye. My name is, and this book is called and I am on page Belgium. There are many conflicting ideas about the origin of Belgium. Some, like Professor Sigmund Bonk of Flirty-Wordy Snurdy University of North Internet, believe that it is a piece of France that Louis the Armstrong IV mislaid during a spring clean of the Palace of Versailles, whilst others, such as Dr. Obadiah Snork of the Institute of Chartered Yogurts, hold to the theory that Belgium broke away from Central Africa some 8 billion and a bit years ago, floated along the Zambezi River for a while, took a wrong turning at Chad, and decided to stay where it was as it had a nice view of the North Sea. A third theory, that Belgium was the illegitimate offspring from a clandestine affair between the Netherlands and Germany, gained little credence until sometime after people start reading this book. There's a lot of bored conspiracy theorists out there. Belgians are very sporty people, and each year they host the International Yak Olympics. Events include the 4x100 meters yak relay, synchronized yak diving, and the yak put. This celebrated occasion had humble beginnings when Lenz Snorg organized the first Spot the Yak competition in 1743. As there were no yaks in Belgium at the time, it took until 1962 to have a winner, when Mrs. Helen Turner found a yak named Svetlana in the bag of her wardrobe that had been smuggled into the country by her husband following a trip to South America. Confronted by his spouse, Mr. Turner explained that he had brought Svetlana home with him purely so his wife could win the legendary long-running yak putt competition, Spot the Yak competition, although that did not explain why Svetlana was wearing lingerie. In 1973, there was a huge controversy when it was discovered that the yak and the gold medal winning synchronized yak diving partnership was actually a man named Jens Flurable dressed in a yak costume. Further uproar ensued when the man in the partnership turned out to be a yak named Gilda disguised as a man. It was also discovered that the winning Russian shot putter was not, in fact, a yak, but a lady named Alina Bobzyrunko. She was allowed to keep her gold medal when it was discovered that she was not wearing a disguise and had merely been written down as a yak by the team marshals. The 1980 competition was blighted by the entire Russian squad being thrown out of the event for drug violations, when 2 yaks from the 400 meters hurdle team were caught snorting cocaine in a toilet. Organisers insisted that all yaks on the Soviet team immediately provide urine samples, which the irate Russians said was really taking the piss. Out of 4,334 samples provided, 4,333 were found to contain banned performance-enhancing substances, including steroids, amphetamines, and Viagra. There was one sample which was never tested, caused by laboratory worker Wilhelm Loon mistaking where he had put his glass of lemonade down. The Russians were allowed to take part in the closing ceremony, but only if they walked at the back and carried dustpans and brushes. One bright spot in the 1980 event was that the 1967 marathon was finally completed. Daisy Moo Boots was given the gold medal and then told she would be going to a barbecue. How nice, she thought. How wrong she was. Fun fact, although known worldwide for its chocolate, no one in Belgium actually eats the stuff. On Valentine's Day, romantic Belgians give each other cabbages. Fun fact number 2. On 15th of February each year, Belgians have the highest rate of stomachache in the world. Thank you for tuning into Chapter 2, and remember to subscribe. Every time you don't subscribe, an old lady falls down a ladder somewhere in the world.